I have not done this in a while, but this game deserves it. You're damn right. The Raptors come away with the 115-105 victory over the Brooklyn Nets. And you know what? As much as I'm going to sit here and I'm going to tell you that these remaining, going back to last game, the remaining 5 games of the year mean nothing to the Toronto Raptors team. But you know what it does mean? For 4 of the 5 teams, at least, at the time, they were all in the playoff hunt. 3 of the 4 teams are still in the playoff hunt, and then Charlotte's kind of on the way out, and then, obviously, Minnesota's not great. And they took it to Orlando, crushed them, at most point beat them by 20. And today, against Brooklyn, really, after the early goings of the game, the Raptors it never got closer than 5. The Raptors handled this game. They did an amazing job defensively. They made their shots as the game went along. They only shot 42% from the field, but they shot 40% from 3. They were 86% from the free throw line. They out-rebounded the Brooklyn Nets 17-6 on the offensive glass. They got 29 assists in the game, 9 steals to their 3, and a big number, a huge number that I love seeing come playoff time, 7 turnovers. That is awesome. They had 1 the entire first half. Awesome. The first quarter was 34-22 Raptors. You were plus 12. Now, you were minus 5 in the second. You only scored 23. Not a great second quarter by the Raptors, but you're still plus 7, 57-50 at the break. You're doing okay. Third quarter, you scored 38. You give up 28. So, your bottom line, you just flipped to 5-point quarters. You're back up by 12 again. And yes, they were minus 2 in the fourth quarter, but the Nets made a big run, made it to 5, and things were getting real tight. And then Ibaka, Siakam, speaking of peace skills, I think we can say he's the most improved player. We've been hearing from D'Angelo Russell and Spencer Dinwiddie. I don't know why he's opening his mouth. There's no question about it. D'Angelo's the most improved player. Look, D'Angelo Russell is an amazing player. He had 27 tonight. He did shoot 11 of 25, which is 44%. That's great. He had 7 rebounds and 6 assists. But Pascal Siakam fired up a double-double, 28 points, 10 rebounds, and he sprinkled in 5 assists. He shot 11 of 21, 52%. He gave you, he was a plus 21 while he was on the floor. D'Angelo Russell, minus 6. Now, I'm not going to sit here and talk about this one game, but are you kidding me? Pascal Siakam came onto this team this year after just losing DeRozan and his best buddy, Jakob Poeltl, and has become the second best scorer on the second best team in the East. And I think record-wise, the second best team in the NBA. I don't know how anybody could sit here and tell me that he is not the most improved player. We could sit here and debate this all day. You could go by points per game. Yeah, okay, D'Angelo's got like 3 more points on him. But look at the efficiency. I mean, Pascal's shooting 54% from the field and 35% from 3. I know for a fact, without even looking at D'Angelo's stats, I know Siakam's are much better. It's not all about putting up points. It's about how efficient you are at them. P Skills is the most improved player. Period. End quote. That's it. But this team got a lot of great things happening tonight. Danny Green didn't give you a whole lot, and this is why this Raptor team is so good. Danny Green was so hot, in the last game, but Pascal Siakam wasn't that great. Today, Danny Green wasn't the greatest. He only had 2 points and 1 of 5 shooting, 0 of 3 from 3, and I'm gonna say that's because of the little thumb brace he had on. So, with that being the case, how about he does not play the next game and let that thing heal come playoff time? But he did have 3 steals and a block, Danny Green. He's a stud. But meanwhile, he only gets you the 2 points. But what does Pascal do this game after getting like 6 in the last? He fires up 28. Awesome. Lowry, 10 points, 5 boards, 4 assists. On 3 of 11 shooting. Didn't shoot the ball very well. Yeah, I wouldn't say it was Kyle Lowry's greatest game. But you know what? When you have other guys doing their thing, Lowry's going to be the general out there, and he's going to do his job. And then, like I said, with Van Vliet not having a great night, shooting 2 of 8, who stepped it up even more? Serge Ibaka. 23 points, 12 rebounds on 8 of 15 shooting. And get this. I mean, like, what is this number here? Ibaka is a 27% three-point shooter this year. And it feels, when we watch him, he looks like a 10% three-point shooter. It's awful. But today, Serge Ibaka was 5 of 5 from beyond the arc. I mean, is he going to be the three-point contest next year, or what's up? I mean, Mike, I don't know what the hell happened to Serge today. He was a +1 on the floor as well. He got a steal in the game as well. Awesome game. On the defensive end, I thought the Raptors played an incredible game. They were an incredible game today by the Raptors. Kawhi Leonard, I mean, I didn't really say anything about him because he's just doing what he does. He had 26 points and 9 rebounds, 3 assists and he had I think he had a block as well, or a steal. Neither. Oh, no, neither in the game. But he's a +9 on the floor. He got you 25+ points. He got you 9 rebounds and a couple assists in there. Beautiful job by Kawhi Leonard. He does his thing. And Marc Gasol, he only shot 3 of 10, but he gave you 9 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 steals. 4. And everyone talking, people can keep going on about Marc Gasol and the whole, three-point shooting. Oh, there's Marc Gasol. They shot 40% again from 3. Change my mind, please. Please tell me how JV with the offense was better than the way Marc Gasol is working. Because I hate when people talk about Marc Gasol being garbage and this team being garbage with him. Because you know why? Those are the same people that probably wanted JV traded a couple of years ago. And those are the same people that were complaining about the Raptors not having any three-point shooting. Now that they're shooting better, they're complaining about something else. How about you enjoy it? The Raptors have now won 5 straight games. They're 56-23. They're on a roll right now. And I don't care. People are going to say, well, they're not facing the best teams. No, but they've just played 2 teams that are playing desperate. Orlando's they're not even in the playoffs right now. They're fighting for their lives here. Are they playing tonight? Orlando beat Denver. And look at this. Boston looks like they're going to beat Miami. Obviously, Brooklyn lost to us today. And then Detroit lost to Indiana. So watch how the playoffs shake up now. With Miami losing. Orlando is now tied with Miami. But with Miami losing, that's going to knock Miami out. And Brooklyn's going to be in the Orlando's in the 8 seed. And Orlando is only half a game behind of Brooklyn and Detroit. It's going to be a really tight finish the rest of the way. Because right now, the Raptors are playing Detroit. But guys, don't freak out. There's still 3 games left, and this is totally not decided yet. It is crazy the way the rest of this year is going to go. And speaking of teams hunting for their playoff lives, the Raptors' next contest is in Miami, taking on... I think it's at home, actually, now that I think about it. The next game is Friday as they head to Charlotte to take on the Hornets. And as for the Charlotte Hornets, guys, I think their season is just about complete. They're 35-42. Did they play tonight? Did Charlotte play tonight? They're playing New Orleans right now, so it's kind of a must-win. It's an 88-88 tie there with 8:33 to go in the fourth quarter. But for the Toronto Raptors, you're playing desperate teams, and you're handling them. On the road, did you just handle Brooklyn? That place gets pretty loud when they get on a roll. And it was, but the Raptors counteracted every single run the Nets made and put a little run together themselves. That's what makes this Raptor team so good. And the fact that they only had 7 turnovers in the game, the fact that they had 29 assists, the fact that, Siakam puts more pressure on the NBA to give him most improved player because he damn well deserves it. Amazing game by the Toronto Raptors. And anybody saying otherwise, I don't know what the heck kind of game you're watching. All right. So, look, guys, like we said, the next game is Friday in Charlotte, 7 o'clock tip-off there, as the Hornets, if they win tonight, could possibly be hanging on to their playoff hopes for dear life, really. All right. But for the Raptors, you want to take care of business and quite possibly eliminate them from playoff contention. All right, so you know what, guys, that is going to do this one. Do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me redo that. That is going to do it for this one, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video and you guys enjoyed this game today, smack that like button. I do appreciate that. I don't know what the heck I did before. Hit that subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below what you think of the game, what you think of the video, who is your MVP from today's game. Mine is either P. Skills or Serge Ibaka. I know Kawhi Leonard was fantastic, and I want to give it to him. But having Serge Ibaka come off the bench and knock down 5 threes and shoot 8 of 15 and get a double-double on 23 and 12, and then Siakam get 28, 28, 10, and 5, and shoot 52% from the field. It is incredible. Those two are my co-players of the game. You could arguably say Kawhi Leonard is a 1B player of the game, if you want to say that. They are fantastic. They played an amazing game defensively and efficiently offensively, even though they only shot 42% from the field. They made their shots count. And I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this game, the last couple of games for the Raptors. And do you think, with 3 games remaining, the Raptors can go 3-0 the rest of the way and have an 8-game win streak heading into the playoffs? Because boy, oh boy, you do that, you're feeling sweet as a daisy heading into the playoffs. That'd be great. But next up, we'll talk about that in a second. Evan and I will talk to you guys podcast edition. If you guys did not listen to the podcast there today, the links are in the description for that. Next week's podcast will be uploaded either Wednesday or Thursday. Like I said, guys, links are in the description below for the iTunes and the YouTube channel. Those links are down below. Twitter is also down below. Follow up. Send me a DM, do all that great stuff, and I will talk to you guys Jay's Edition tomorrow as they head to Cleveland to take on the Indians in their first road series of the season. Aaron Sanchez versus Trevor Bauer is the pitching matchup. 6:10 first pitch in Cleveland at Progressive Field, if it's still called that. I'm pretty sure it is. And they look to get the 2 wins in a row and start this little road trip they got going off on the right note. It's not going to be an easy one, though. Trevor Bauer's a damn good pitcher, and the Jays' offense hasn't been great this year. All right, so as for the Toronto Maple Leafs, guys, they play tomorrow night as they welcome in the Tampa Bay Lightning to Scotiabank Arena, the final 2 games of the season for the Leafs, the Lightning and the Habs. They look to get a nice little, get a couple big wins here at the end of the season. And Saturday against Montreal could possibly be a game where you can eliminate the Habs for postseason contention. Boy, oh boy, that could be a doozy on Saturday. But first up, like I said, Lightning tomorrow. Andrei Vasilevsky, Frederik Andersen, the expected goaltenders in tomorrow night's game. Like I said, 7 o'clock puck drop at Scotiabank Arena. And as for the Raptors, guys, like we've been saying, their next contest is in Charlotte. 7 o'clock tip-off there on Friday, April 5th. 3 games to go, baby, till this playoffs get going. We are all jacked up for it to get all started. Like I said in the last video, guys, if you guys are down to go to the Jurassic Park for the playoffs, let me know in the comments below. Send me a message on Twitter. Do all that great stuff if you guys are interested in that, all right? So thank you guys so much for listening and watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you guys then.